I still ain't. Oh.
Sometimes you can pay attention for a change.
Well, nah, because I'm like, wait a minute. Am I allowed to record now?
Yes. Yes. Coming up on Double Take Sports Talk with the Watts Brothers, we will have your MLB previews with the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs, and we'll have the final thoughts and our headlines. So stay tuned.
Just a second, Uncle Remus. This is my turn. Stay tuned, folks. Double Take Sports Talk coming up next.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our podcast with me, Darren Watts. Say hello, Darren Watts, today.
What's going on? Darren Watts, my man. What's going on, man?
I'm not, man. What's up with you?
I'm off today, man.
You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. You is not the only one. Well, it's not so much of me being off. It's just that I am still trying to get past everything that happened yesterday. So I'm just trying to get past that, but it's just not working out the way I want it to.
Yeah, that's a suckful situation. Oh, wow. Yeah. I forgot about it that quick.
I didn't. Can't forget about that.
Oh, well, I wasn't there for it, for one, and two.
Right. But even at that, it was just that. And I won't forget it because it happened to me, but not to you. So it's easier to forget.
Right.
So we have our normal previews and predictions for our prospective team, Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals.
Excuse me.
The Cardinals. Yeah. The Cardinals is going up against the San Francisco Giants, and the Chicago Cubs is going up against I believe, the Atlanta Braves.
Yep.
Am I correct?
That's right.
Okay. Let's see, you ready to do it?
Yeah, man. Let's rock this one.
Let's do it. Previews. Chicago Cubs, Atlanta Braves. Daryl, yours.
All right, here we go. We got the 59-75 Atlanta Braves going up against the 75-60 Chicago Cubs. That is a 2:20 p.m. Eastern pitch-off at Wrigley Field. The projected starting pitchers for both teams. To start off with the Atlanta Braves, you have a left-handed pitcher, Max, I want to say either Farid or Fried. I don't know how that is, but he is 0-0, has got no starts, no record, no nothing. He has a 5.10 ERA with only 4 strikeouts. He will have an opportunity to display his much-hyped curveball as he makes his first career start. That explains it. He has made 4 appearances as a reliever in August. MLB Pipeline has ranked him as the Braves' 10th best prospect. And then on the right side, home side for the Chicago Cubs, you have 5-6 left-handed pitcher Mike Montgomery. He is 5-6 on the year with a 3.29 ERA with 85 strikeouts. As he was summoned for John Lester, he was 2-0. He would get another start in the series finale. In the last 2 starts, he gave up 1 run over 13 innings. And, of course, he beat the Braves the 19th of July and hit a homer, too. Just a couple things to note for today's game. Braves first baseman Freddie Freeman's 3rd inning homer against John Lester on Saturday halted his struggles against Southpaws. He ended the game with 1.67, 2.81, and .333 against lefties since the All-Star break as of average batting. Lastly but not least, Montgomery's success in the last 2 starts, while John Lester's on the disabled list, has led the Cubs to Joe Madden to think about sticking with a 6-man starting rotation. That's going to be interesting as this leads out, but that's all I have for the Braves and the Cubs preview. Darren, St. Louis.
All right. St. Louis Cardinals, 68-67, going up against the San Francisco Giants, 54-84. First pitch is at 4:05 p.m. Eastern at AT&T Park in San Francisco, California. The starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, Luke Weaver. He is 3-1 with a 2.48 ERA and 36 strikeouts, going up against Madison Bumgarner with a 3-6 record, 2.85 ERA, and 81 strikeouts. 3 things to note for this game. Number 1. Home runs has been a bit of an issue this season for Gardner, who had allowed 11 and 13 starts, including a pair of 2 in his past 3 starts. There's a clear pattern of all of those in big flies. They've been on pitches down the middle. To be more specific, blah, 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 cannot talk. To be more specific, 6 have caught the middle of the StatCast strike zone, accounting to 54.6% of his total. That is the highest rate among all pitchers with at least 10 total home runs allowed this year. Number 2, Luke Weaver have allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in 10 of his 12 major league starts. And number 3, Dexter Fowler has by far the most career at-bats against Bumgarner, which is 41 of any Cardinal, but has a .220 lifetime average with 1 RBI. That's what you need to know for the Chicago Cubs, Atlanta Braves, St. Louis Cardinals, San Francisco Giants. Real quick, Daryl, who do you have for the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves?
I got the Cubs.
So do I. I got the Cubs in this game and the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. Who you have?
I got the Giants.
I actually got the Cardinals in this game.
Who don't know this?
I got the Cardinals in this game.
Damn, when it come down to baseball predictions, you suck.
I do, man. I just looked at Madison Bumgarner and his record against the Cardinals and how he struggled. So I'm just going to stick to that and leave it with the Cardinals. You keep shaking your head. Then when your previews and predictions of the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Headlines: MLB, NFL, NBA. Is yours, Daryl.
All right. Let's take a look at your headlines for the sports world of NBA, NFL, and MLB for September 3rd, 2017. Only got, 2. The NBA family has supported Harvey relief efforts. I think they donated money too, but moving past that, Kyrie Irving says trade requests about his potential as a point guard, and the New Orleans Pelicans has traded Quincy Pondexter to the Chicago Bulls for their draft pick. Yes. Yes, very interesting to know. The Cardinals, huh?
Yeah, the Cardinals. Yeah, the Cardinals. Yeah, the Cardinals.
I'm having a hard time with that one.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, I will. On to the NFL side. Brock Osweiler is back in Denver.
Congratulations to him. John Elway's a smart man.
Yeah.
No, financially wise. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not talking about player potential.
Yeah. Okay, I was going to say he's been proving a lot of difference lately. They agreed on a 1-year deal. Tampa Bay Buccaneers also signed T.J. Ward, I believe that's right, to a 1-year deal that's up to $5 million. Adrian Peterson for Week 1, he wants to seek revenge against the Vikings in the season opener.
Don't blame him.
Me neither. That's going to be very exciting. And also, lastly but not least, the Indianapolis Colts has traded wide receiver Philip Dorsett to the New England Patriots for quarterback Jacoby Brissett.
You know what that tell me?
They need a quarterback.
Their Andrew Luck is not starting.
Well, why did you think Why'd you think I said what I said in the last pod? I think a couple of podcasts ago that Andrew Luck started his own podcast. I don't think he's starting anytime soon.
No, he's not starting.
Well, because they already took him off the PUP list.
Yeah, that's just to make everybody anticipate.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why he started his own podcast. He's not coming back to the field anytime soon. That's just me personally. Mm-hmm. That's just me personally.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, he's not starting anytime soon. So, and for MLB, nothing really here. Only thing is, Houston Astros made their back to Minute Maid Park, and Cubs are winners of 6 straight, and the Indians are winners of 10 straight. So that's going to be pretty interesting as we head on down to the postseason. That's all I have for the sports world, the NBA, NFL, and MLB sports world for September 3rd, 2017. All right, Derek, final thoughts. You got anything for us?
Just to say that tomorrow we will resume NFL podcast.
All right.
To football. Week 1.
Week 1.
We are back to football. It's that time of the year. So we will start our podcast with the NFL podcast. We'll have both MLB and NFL podcasts tomorrow. We'll have that for you, of course, again tomorrow.
Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. That was something I wanted to say too. If anybody watched that Twins,
what a surprise!
Shut up. If anybody watched that Royals and Twins game, somebody let me know what happened in that game, because I've seen that they got shut out. The Royals got shut out 17-0, and they only needed 1 run, but they ended up scoring 17. So I'm trying to figure out if this was all during the 9th, or if this was like somewhere in a prospect of towards like the 7th, the 8th, or the 9th. I just need to know what happened with that. I might have to look at the video or something.
What do you mean?
Well, I was looking at the headlines, and it said only needing 1, they had 17. 1 run, they only needed 1 run. So I'm trying to figure out if it was 0-0 going into the 9th, or if
it wasn't. It wasn't.
What was it?
It was. It was 17-0 going into the 9th.
Good God. So did they score every inning?
Who, the Twins? No. They scored in the 3rd. They didn't score in the 6th, and they didn't score in the 8th.
So they scored every inning but those.
But those 3, 6, and 8. They scored 4 in the 1st, 6 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, 3 in the 7th.
Good God. 17-0. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. The Royals should be ashamed of themselves. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I'm sorry, man. They're making your Cardinals look pretty bad.
No, they're not. That's like saying the White Sox making the Cubs look bad. Don't say that.
They are.
No, who?
The White Sox. They're making the Cubs look bad.
No, they're not.
Man, they supposed to be representing Illinois, man, with that sucky ass record. Come on, man. Yeah, they're making the Cubs look bad.
They are not making the Cubs look bad. They won the World Series.
I know they won the World Series, but we talking about this season.
Who cares? Kansas City ain't won one since what? Hey, I can't even go back to even remember when the last time they won one. No, the Cubs look good. That's the Chicago Cubs. Forget the White Sox. Forget them. Forget Kansas City. Forget them.
Well, forget you in that behalf.
Okay, well, in that case, then, you make me look bad. How about that? Who don't know this?
Oh, well, man.
I'm done with you.
Me too.
Good.
Better wrap this up.
Then good.
No, I have to deal more with you anyway. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Anything else? Is there anything else? We can go ahead and wrap this up and get on out of here.
And let's do it quickly, too.
That is another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. How do you feel about today's show? Just comment on the comments. Comment section.
Laughing at?
It's just so ignorant.
We're not ignorant. I'm just sitting here.
Just ignorant.
Not doing anything.
It's just ignorant.
I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here.
Anyway, if you we're on the social media sites of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can hit us up there. But if you have any questions for us, anything in particular, you can just hit us up on the social media sites, and we'll get back to this as soon as possible. Of course, we're always here. But until then, I'm Durham. Darren's on the opposite side.
Yep.
All right, catch up with us another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao.
Ciao.
Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Daryl Watts. As many of you know, me and Darren enjoy talking sports and giving out stats, but we also enjoy entertaining while doing it. So with that being said, you can check us out on the social media side and get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414, or you like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're also on YouTube. Like, share, do what you gotta do with that. Once again, we don't mind. Also, we are finally back on the podcast app for audio only purposes for those who enjoy audio only of our podcast. We're also on the blog, feature critical thinking and analysis, and you can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com. Thanks again.